When Hero MotoCorp and Harley-Davidson first joined hands, a lot of people called it an unlikely partnership. On one side, you had Hero, India's largest motorcycle manufacturer, known for practical, commuter-friendly bikes. On the other, the legendary Harley-Davidson, a brand built on heritage, power, and attitude. And yet, this collaboration gave us two very distinct machines, the Harley-Davidson X440 and the Hero Maverick 440. Now, the duo is ready to launch their third motorcycle built on the same 440cc platform, targeted for fiscal year 2026. So what exactly is this upcoming model? What do we know for sure, and what can we safely predict based on the 440 series lineage? Let's break it all down. Hero officially announced during its recent investor call that it's adding another Harley-Davidson branded model to its lineup in Q3 FY 2026. That's roughly the third quarter of 2025 on the calendar. The news has already sparked plenty of curiosity because the company was very clear. This will be a new 440cc motorcycle, the third one from the Hero-Harley partnership. We already have the Harley-Davidson X440, which carries the full Harley badge, and the Hero Maverick 440, which leans more toward Hero's branding. This next one is expected to wear the Harley badge again, signaling that the companies are betting heavily on the Harley identity to attract riders. Now, before we dive into what this new model might bring, let's start with what's officially confirmed. Hero has not yet revealed the motorcycle's name, photos, or final specs. There's no confirmed variant list, no price tag, and no official statement on what category the bike falls into. But several reports, especially from outlets like Autocar India, Car and Bike Whale, indicate that the motorcycle is likely to continue using the same TorqueX 140 platform that powers both the X440 and the Maverick. That platform itself has proven solid. It's a single-cylinder, air and oil-cooled two-valve engine, displacing about 440 COCY. The engine produces roughly 27 brake horsepower and around 36 to 38 Newton-meters of torque. It's tuned to deliver strong mid-range pull rather than high revving power, which makes sense for a roadster or cruiser character. The 6-speed gearbox, already present in the X440 and Maverick, provides a relaxed highway experience while keeping the engine responsive in the city. The 440 engine family is known for its torquey nature. It's not about chasing numbers, it's about delivering usable power in real-world riding conditions. The X440 impressed many riders with its refinement and that typical Harley-esque thump, even though it's a single-cylinder bike. Hero's engineers, working alongside Harley's design and performance teams, focused on ensuring that the engine feels robust and premium, not buzzy or stressed. The same DNA will likely carry forward into this upcoming motorcycle. Let's talk chassis and suspension. Hero and Harley have done a good job creating a steel trellis frame that feels stiff and predictable while maintaining comfort. Expect the new bike to carry over the 43mm upside-down front forks and twin gas-charged rear shocks with preload adjustment. Exactly what we've seen on the existing 440cc siblings. These components balance everyday usability with the kind of stability that mid-weight riders appreciate, especially at highway speeds. Braking duties are expected to be handled by single discs front and rear, paired with dual-channel ABS as standard. This setup has already proven capable on the X440, delivering confident stopping power without being overly aggressive. In terms of dimensions and proportions, the upcoming bike will likely sit in the same weight class. The X440 tips the scales around 190 kilograms, give or take, with a 13.5-liter fuel tank. Unless the design direction changes drastically, we can expect similar numbers here, enough for a respectable range and a balanced feel between city maneuverability and open road stability. Now, the most exciting speculation revolves around the design. Many industry insiders believe this third 440 Swarovski motorcycle might take on a cruiser-style form, adding a more laid-back, long-distance machine to the Hero Harley family. That would make perfect sense. The X440 is more of a modern roadster. The Maverick 440 fits somewhere between a naked street bike and a commuter-friendly machine, so a cruiser would nicely complete the trio. Think lower seat height, wider handlebars, forward-set foot pegs, and a longer wheelbase to enhance that Harley feel. Of course, none of that is confirmed yet, but the pattern fits. Harley-Davidson has built its reputation around cruiser silhouettes. and Hero's production efficiency could make such a design far more affordable for emerging markets. If Hero does go that route, we could see a bike that blends modern LED lighting and digital instrumentation with classic Harley design cues. Round headlamp, muscular tank, maybe even a dash of chrome to emphasize its American roots. Lighting and instrumentation will likely mirror what we've already seen in the X440 and the Maverick 440. That means full LED headlamps, LED turn indicators, and a digital instrument cluster, possibly with Bluetooth connectivity and smartphone pairing. These are now standard expectations even in the mid-range motorcycle segment, so it would be surprising if the third model skipped them. When we talk about interior details on a motorcycle, we're really referring to rider comfort and ergonomics. Expect this new bike to maintain a low, comfortable seat height, likely benchmarked against bikes like the Royal Enfield Classic 350 or the Meteor. Hero has shown that it understands what makes a bike comfortable for long hours on the saddle. Good seat cushioning, well-placed handlebars, and neutral foot peg positioning. Combine that with Harley's design sensibility, and the new 440cc machine could appeal to both newer riders and veterans looking for a smaller, easier Harley experience. Connectivity is another growing focus. The X440's instrument cluster supports some level of connected features, and the Maverick has similar tech. So we can safely assume the next bike will feature digital instrumentation with phone pairing, allowing riders to check notifications, navigation prompts, and trip data right from the dash. All right, let's address pricing, one of the biggest questions surrounding this launch. Hero hasn't announced any official figures yet, but we can make some educated guesses. The Harley-Davidson X440 currently sells in India for around $39,500 to $79,500 ex-showroom. At current exchange rates, that's roughly $2,700 to $3,200 US. Of course, that's the Indian retail figure before taxes and export costs. If Hero and Harley followed the same pricing logic for this new model, it will likely sit somewhere in that range. That's extremely competitive for a bike carrying the Harley-Davidson name. For context, most Harley motorcycles in the United States start well above the $10,000 mark. So the Hero-Harley partnership essentially delivers Harley styling and brand appeal at a fraction of the cost. The trade-off is smaller displacement and simpler engineering, but the overall value proposition remains strong, especially for riders looking to enter the Harley world without breaking the bank. The collaboration itself is quite strategic. Hero MotoCorp, with its vast manufacturing base and dealer network, gives Harley a cost-effective entry point into both Indian and other Asian markets. After Harley exited direct manufacturing operations in India in 2020, Hero took over distribution and local production responsibilities. The success of the X440 proved that this partnership can actually deliver results. The Hero Maverick 440, on the other hand, didn't perform as well commercially. Despite sharing most of the same hardware, its Hero-badged identity didn't attract the same level of enthusiasm. That's probably one reason why the next model will again carry the Harley-Davidson branding, because that name simply resonates stronger with buyers seeking aspirational value. From a business perspective, this move allows Hero to strengthen its premium portfolio while giving Harley a steady stream of affordable, locally built motorcycles for developing regions. Manufacturing will continue at Hero's facilities, ensuring production efficiency and localized supply chains that help keep costs in check. Now, how does this affect the broader motorcycle landscape? The 400 to 500cc segment in India and in many global emerging markets is heating up fast. Brands like Royal Enfield, Honda, Triumph, and Bajaj are all investing heavily here. It's a sweet spot where riders can enjoy big bike looks and decent highway performance without the expense or complexity of a full-size motorcycle. Hero and Harley entering this space with a third 440cc option shows how serious they are about staying competitive. And if this next model truly is a cruiser, it could compete directly with the Royal Enfield Meteor 350, the Honda CB350, and even the upcoming Bajaj Triumph Speed 400 depending on final pricing. Of course, much depends on design execution. Harley-Davidson bikes, even the smaller ones, carry an emotional weight. People buy them as much for how they make them feel as for their performance numbers. If this new 440cc bike captures even a bit of that Harley spirit, paired with Hero's reliability and accessibility, it could become a major success story. Now let's step back and look at the timeline. Fiscal year 2026 quarter 3 means we're expecting the reveal sometime between July and September 2025. That's when Hero typically schedules its festive season launches for the Indian market, which also aligns with Harley's global strategy of unveiling new products mid-year. If that schedule holds, we might see the first official images or teasers by mid-2025, followed by pricing announcements toward the end of the year. Given Harley's global presence, there's also a chance the bike, or a derivative of it, could reach export markets. Smaller capacity Harleys have historically found fans in regions like Southeast Asia, Latin America, and even parts of Europe, where licensing and tax structures favor sub-500cc motorcycles. In essence, this project is more than just another launch. It's a test of how far Harley-Davidson's brand can stretch downward without losing its core appeal, and how effectively Hero can blend affordability with aspiration. Both companies have learned from the first two 440 series bikes. The Maverick taught them what doesn't work, and the X440 proved there's genuine demand for a modern, compact Harley. This third model could be the one that strikes the perfect balance. To sum it up, Hero and Harley are once again teaming up to expand the 440cc family. The confirmed facts are straightforward. A new motorcycle is coming in FY 2026, built on the proven TorqueX 1440 platform, sharing a 27 horsepower engine, about 36 Nm of torque, 6-speed transmission, dual-channel ABS, and premium suspension setup. The exact name, design, and pricing are yet to be revealed, but expectations point toward a cruiser or classic-style machine carrying the Harley-Davidson identity. If Hero and Harley get the styling right and keep the pricing accessible, this bike could easily become one of the most talked about middleweight motorcycles of 2025. It represents the meeting point of two worlds, American heritage and Indian practicality, wrapped in a 440cc package that's ready to take on city commutes and open highways alike. So, as we wait for more details, one thing's for sure. The Hero-Harley partnership isn't slowing down. It's evolving, learning, and aiming to give riders something that feels unmistakably Harley, yet completely attainable. And that, for the 440cc segment, could change the game once again.